and welcome back to Storybook Crafts. Today we are going to make this very cute monarch caterpillar that is inspired by the book The Truth About Butterflies by Maxwell Eaton III and also Mr. McGinty's Monarchs by Linda Vander Heyden. So let's get started. What do we need for this cute craft? We need a cardboard tube, one that is nice and clean with all the paper taken off. There's little bits there, you can scratch it away. We need a stapler or some tape, a yellow marker, a black marker, crayons are fine too, or colored pencils if that's what you have, a white crayon, or some correction tape. Both will work well, either one. 2 little black twist ties. I'm recycling from some cords that came with these little twist ties wrapped around them. I always save those. If you don't have black twist ties, you can use any color twist tie really. You do need 2, one for the front and one for the back, and we'll see why in just a moment. Or you could use some ribbon or string or twine. Doesn't have to be black. You could always color it black if you want to. We also need some scissors. And here is the page in this particular story that I used as inspiration. That's a monarch caterpillar. And as you can see, we've got 2 places here where we're going to need those twist ties. One on the head and one here at the back, after the abdomen. Okay, let's get started on our caterpillar. For the tube, we're actually going to do our coloring first, and we need some stripes. If you are going to use a correction tape to make the white stripe, we are making our stripes all the way down. So you can go ahead and start with one. I'm going to use that correction tape. It's really, really fun, actually, to get that white stripe in there. If you're using a white crayon, that's good too. You can see what that looks like. So a white crayon to make that stripe all the way down works just as well. But go ahead and start color by color. We'll make our patterns here. Ooh, that's all right. We'll make that work. I'll color that in with a crayon later. There we go. A little messy is no big deal. You can always make that work. I usually like those little mix-ups in my end result. All right, I've got my white stripes. I'm going to go for the black stripes now, all the way down the length of my tube. There we go. And I'm not coloring in all the way. I still see some glue stripes here on my tube from where the paper was held on, and I'm going to keep those there. I want to be able to see them just enough so that I can use them as a guide when we go into cut. And now here's something about the yellow. Your yellow pen may be really vibrant. Mine's not super vibrant. So what I might do is go in on those places where I had white and color some of those a little yellow so that my yellow really shows up. There we go. All right, my tube is colored just about there. And we're done. I've got all the color on there that I want. Now, I need my scissors. And mine, you can see the glue stripes on my tube where the glue used to be. I'm going to use those as a guide. If yours are hard to see, if the glue stripes are not there, or if they're a little bit more irregular or don't really make that pattern, use your finger as a guide. So your finger is about 1 inch wide. You can take a pencil and mark where your finger ends. If you lay your finger down on your tube, you'll get a mark there. Put your finger next to it, lay your finger down, and make that mark. This is where we're going to do our cutting. If you want to use the glue as the guide, then you're going to cut on the first stripe, and then right in the middle of the second stripe, right in the middle there on that stripe, in the middle, and on the end again. All right, so it can be a little difficult to cut through your tube when it's this shape. We're going to squish. So we're going to squish our tube just gently right in the middle before we cut so that we can get our scissors through. And don't worry, it'll stretch back out to the circle shape that we need to make our caterpillar. Go ahead and cut your tube all the way through to make 6 sections. There we go. There's my second cut. Here's my third cut. Those were where my lines were. Now you can see I'm going to use the glue lines as a guide. I'm going to go right in the middle of these two glue lines. All right, there are my sections. I can go and stretch them out, stretch them back out with my fingers. They're nice and sturdy and stripedy. And now comes the fun part. We're going to make our caterpillar. If you are using a stapler, then you may want to first see the shape that you'd like to staple your caterpillar in. So I'm forming it on the desktop first, and I'm going to staple right on the points of, or not points, but the places on each of those tubes where the papers meet, where the surfaces meet. If you're using tape, you can just go ahead and put tape in those sections. I will demonstrate with both. So with my stapler, I've got them shaped here. I'm going to take my staple and just staple right there where those two meet. Same thing right here. Take my stapler, go right in between where those two meet. I can do the same thing with tape. So if you have tape instead, then you're going to take your tape and place a little tape right there all the way around. And do the same for the last one. So we can make it work either way. If you do not have stapler or tape, of course you can use glue. It will just take a little bit longer, and you would use your glue on the insides here to stick those two surfaces together. All right, we're almost done. Forming our butterfly. A little bit more tape there. Or sorry, our caterpillar. Okie dokie, there's the shape. Now I need those antennae. I'm going to take my two twist ties here. One will go right at the front here. I'll put it on, wrap it around, and give it a twist. Ta-da! Same thing on the other end. Lay it in between the tube, wrap it around. Now my caterpillar is done. Don't forget to put your name on your finished piece. You put your name inside one of the tubes or on the outside. I'll go ahead and put mine in with a marker here, a pen here, right on the inside, and I am all done. I'll use the bottom one because it's easiest to write on. Okay, enjoy making your monarch caterpillars.